Viewers, the latest news about the ongoing conflict between Ethiopia, Tigray, and Eritrea is that, if you remember, in the previous video, I informed you that Ethiopian National Defense Force sources claim that Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers gained control over Alamata. And now, about it, Ethiopian National Defense Force sources, as evidence, shared a picture in which Ethiopian National Defense Force and Amhara Special Forces soldiers can be seen in Alamata city. There is now reports coming that Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies advancing towards more areas from Koram and Alamata. And after taking Shire, the Ethiopian National Defense Force is advancing east along the B30 highway towards Aksum. Reportedly, intense fighting is going on in the neighboring areas of Aksum city, and now reports received of an Ethiopian Air Force drone strikes in Aksum today with civilian casualties, and meanwhile civilians are beginning to leave the city. Which, according to Tigray Defense Force sources, Tigray Defense Force soldiers present in the outskirts of Aksum city and preventing the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies to moving forward. Which the Security Council needs to take measures to ensure civilian protection in all areas, including those under Eritrean Defense Force, Ethiopian National Defense Force, and Amhara Special Force. And humanitarian trust and humanitarian access direct to Tigray without interference or control from warring parties. And removal of invading forces and imposition of an arms embargo on Eritrea and Ethiopia, and access to the International Commission of Human Rights experts on Ethiopia to all parts of the country, including Tigray, and accountability of perpetrators and reparations for victims. But on the other hand, the Central Command of Tigray has stated that Shire has fallen to Ethiopian and Eritrean forces following weeks of fighting. And Reuters confirmed that the fall of the city, citing diplomatic and humanitarian sources. The Tigray Central Command published a communique on 17th October calling for all able-bodied Tigrayans to join the fight against the genocidal forces of the Ethiopian federal government. In a separate statement, they urged all Tigrayans to continue to fight to ensure their existence. And according to the humanitarian worker, thousands of residents left the town of Shire during the weekend, fearing a repeat of previous atrocities, including sexual violence and mass executions. But on the other hand, reportedly, Ethiopian National Defense Force and Eritrean Defense Force have made significant progress on multiple fronts in Tigray region. It reports that the Ethiopian and Eritrean forces are also moving up the B30 highway going to Shire, pushing north from Main Semre. And Tigray Defense Force have likely been cut off. Alamata and Koram, two cities south of Mekelle, were also taken by Ethiopian National Defense Force and Eritrean Defense Force forces. It also reports that Ethiopian National Defense Force and Eritrean Defense Force are pushing beyond Shire, with fighting taking place in Slelehka. And Ethiopia stated on 18th October that humanitarian services would be restored in recently occupied areas, specifically via corridor from North Gondar toward Shire and Kambolcha, Desi, Voldia, Kobo, Alamata route. And I also inform you in previous video in details about it. And the opening of these routes will be preceded by technical assessments and some of the groundwork needed to restore services to the conflict affected areas. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.